Good morning. I kind of changed the live setting around, so I can't tell if anyone's in here or anything yet. So if you're here, or when you get here, leave a comment or something. I will start at 10 o'clock. Just waiting on people to get here. Let me know if you're in here. Anybody here yet? Anybody in here yet? I can't tell. It doesn't give me any viewer things. They change things around. So I don't know. I don't even know if people can see me. Trying to see if maybe some people on Twitter see me. Anyone here? Oh, hey, Maya. It must be working. I'm glad it's working. I wasn't sure. Okay, I'm gonna start in like a minute. If people come in, people might come in while we're in the middle of it, and that's okay. Hi, Linda. Okay, here we go. So I know it's working. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. And I'm going to get back here on my mat and get started. Okay, let's get started. I'll stay close to the screen for right now. We start with our breathing. So get in a comfortable position on your yoga mat. Rest your hands on your knees. Let's start with some breathing. Let's start by taking a slow, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. And come back to your natural breath. Let's spend a few moments here with our breath, preparing our mind and our body for a good practice today and for a good day today. And while you're here, feel free to set an affirmation or an intention for your day today. And affirmations start with I am, I will, or I choose. And breathe in that positive affirmation. Breathe out any negativity or worry or doubt. Just take a couple more breaths here, and we'll start warming up our body. And on your next inhalation, if you want to keep your eyes closed, you can. We'll start rotating our head to the right side. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. I see Rod in here. Good morning, Rod. Let's warm up our neck space. Inhale back, exhale forward. And let's do the same thing. Start rotating your head to the left. Inhale back, exhale forward. Couple more times, moving to the left side. And bring your head back to a neutral position. Place your hands on your shoulders. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale back and down. Making circles with your elbows. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep going. I'm going to get back here on my yoga mat. And let's do the same thing. Move the elbows forward. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. Couple more times, moving the elbows forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, release those shoulders. Inhale the arms up. Interlacing the fingers above you as you push the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands. Start twisting to your right side. Letting the left hand come on the outside of the right knee. Letting the right fingertips face the back wall. And then bring your gaze over your back shoulder. And take an inhale, come back up to center, interlace the fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, twist to your left. Right hand comes on the outside of the left knee. Left fingertips face the back wall, look over your left shoulder. Take an inhale, come back up to center, interlace the fingers, push the palms towards the ceiling again. Exhale, release the right hand down to the ground. Let the left hand come up and over the ear. Right forearm can rest on the ground if you like. And we're breathing into the left side of our body, opening up that space on the left. Take an inhale, move through the center. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Bring your right arm up and over. Left forearm could come down to the ground. And take an inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back, chin lifts up towards the sky. Nice deep breaths here with the open chest. And release the fingers. Arms come out wide on either side of your body. Inhale. Exhale, cross right arm over left, grabbing either shoulder. Chuck your chin down to your chest. Take an inhale, bring those arms back out wide. Exhale, cross left arm over right, grabbing either shoulder. Doing the same thing. Tuck your chin down to your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, release those shoulders. Plant your right hand down on the ground beside you as you drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And take your left hand, very gently rest it on the side of your head, deepening your stretch on the right side. We're just going through our normal warm-up routine. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Right hand rests on the side of your head. Take another inhale. Exhale, release the right hand. First finger and thumb to come together, and we'll start to roll these wrists out. So just roll both hands towards you, letting the hands roll off of each other. Warms up the wrists and the shoulders a bit. And do the same thing, move your hands the opposite way. Release the fingers, bring the hands to heart center, take an inhale. Exhale, let the hands press into each other as they lower down towards the hips. And release the hands. Let's come up on hands and knees in table position and work into some cat-cow. Let me check the time. I don't have my watch on today, y'all. Okay. All right, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're working into some cat-cow. So we'll take an inhale, pushing into those hands, chin lifts up towards the sky, flip the tailbone upward. Exhale, tuck the chin down to the chest, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine. Move in and out of those two positions with your breath. Inhaling as the chest opens. Exhaling as the chest closes. Just moving at your own pace. Let's bring our spine back to a neutral position. Bring those big toes together. We'll start to sit our hips back towards our heels, coming to child's pose. Extending those arms out in front of you, letting your head relax down on your mat. Let's take a few deep breaths here. And if you want to, you can always rock side to side a little bit. And come back to stillness in the center. Let's rise back up to table position on hands and knees. Then we'll start to make our way up to our first down dog. Now, if you remember last time, a modification for your down dog is to stay down on your knees and extend your arms out in front. It's called your puppy pose. This is just a modification if you aren't quite ready to come all the way up to down dog. So whenever you're ready, you either make your way to your puppy pose or up to your down dog. If you're coming up to down dog, tuck your toes under, lift those hips up and back. Push the chest towards the thighs and push the heels towards the ground. Heels might not reach the ground, and that's okay. And if your down dog looks like this and you're a bit far forward in a plank, I want you to bend your knees and then push back through your arms. And we'll start to pedal these feet out. I always like to do this to help stretch my calves and my hamstrings. And we'll start to take these toes, walk them up behind the wrists. And we'll come down to a forward fold. Just grab your elbows here in a forward fold. Deep in your knees here. I want you to kind of fall down over your knees, over your thighs. And if you want to rock from one side to the other in your forward fold, you can. And release those elbows. I want you to reach back and interlace the fingers behind you and kind of let those hands fall back. Stretch your shoulders a little bit more. Release those hands. Roll up to a standing position. Okay. All right, let's go to the top of our mat. And we'll work through a couple sun salutations. All right, we're at the top of our mat. We're gonna come to our mountain pose, palms facing outward to start. And just rock back and forth from the balls of your feet to your heels. Feeling nice and grounded in your mountain pose. Come back to a still position. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, make our way down to a forward fold. Just falling down. Bending at the hips. Head and neck relaxes down your forward fold. Inhale up to your half lift. Nice flat back. Fingertips could be on the ground or hands can come to shins. Neck is in line with spine, should look like this. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend those knees, plant the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to your plank or your modified plank. If you're coming back to plank, just moving into your push-up position here. Making sure those hips aren't up too high, we want them nice and level. If you're modifying, just come down to your knees. Making a nice ramp from those hips down to the knees. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, lower the body down for chaturanga. Just lowering down to the belly. You'll either come up to cobra or up dog. If you're coming up to cobra, hands are underneath shoulders, just barely lifting the chest off the ground. If you're coming up to up dog, go ahead and straighten those elbows out. Chest and abdomen is lifted off the ground, hips as well. Roll those shoulders down and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, make your way back to your down dog or to your puppy pose. You can always shift back on the knees first to come up to your down dog as well. We'll take a couple cleansing breaths here. On your last exhale, take your gaze, bring it up in between the hands. Step or jump those feet up behind the wrists. And we'll come straight back up to our half lift, either fingertips on the ground or hands on shins. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down to your forward fold again. Feel free to grab those elbows if you want. And let's start rolling up to a standing position. Arms come with you. Inhale. Hands meet at the top, small back bend here. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Let's work through our sun salutation the second time. Just moving slightly faster. Coming back to our mountain pose. Feet underneath the hips. Inhale those arms up. Small back bend here. Exhale, fall down to your forward fold. Inhale up to your half lift. Exhale, plant the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to plank or modified plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering down to our belly. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. On your last exhale, bring your gaze up between your hands. Step or jump those feet up behind the hands. Come straight back up to your half lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to your forward fold. Let's roll up to a standing position. Arms come with you. Inhale. Exhale the hands to heart center. Good. Let's make our way back down to a down dog. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, fall down to forward fold. Inhale, up to half lift again. Exhale, plant the hands down in front of the feet. And this time I just want you to step straight back to your down dog. From here, let's take our left foot, walking in a half step. Extend that right leg up and back, straight back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, let's bring this right foot up in between your hands. If you need to come down on the knees first, you can. Stepping that right foot up in between the hands. I want you to stay up on that left toe. Plant your left hand down on the inside of your right foot and extend your right arm up towards the sky. If you need a little more support, feel free to come down on that back knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, I want you to start to walk your hands over to the left side. I'm going to turn around this way so you can see what I'm doing, and I'm not facing the back room. Walk your hands over towards the center. Fall down to your wide leg forward bend. A stretch you've probably done 1,000,000 times. And let's bring a deep bend into our knees as we bring our hands to the waistband. Rolling up to a standing position, straightening those knees out. Inhale those arms up. Walk those heels in a little bit. Exhale, come down to your goddess pose, sitting down in your imaginary chair. Whoop. Again. Let's take our right forearm, palm faces upward. Right forearm rests above right knee. Left arm comes up and over. Take an inhale. Exhale, move to the center. Left forearm rests above left knee. Right arm comes up and over. Good. Take an inhale, come back up to center. Hands meet up above you. Straighten those legs out. Another inhale. Exhale, drop those arms out wide. We're going to warrior two towards the back. So right toes face the back, bend into the right knee. Check the alignment of those arms here. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, warrior two towards the front. Left toes face forward. Arms drop out wide. Good. Let's take those hands, windmill them down on either side of the foot, come into a lunge position. Step that left foot back, come to plank. And let's move through a vinyasa, lowering down for chaturanga. Inhale up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Take a couple breaths. A second inhale, start to lift that left foot up and back. Exhale, step it up in between the hands. Staying up on that right toe, putting the right hand down on the inside of the left foot. Left arm extends up towards the sky this time. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Start to walk your hands over to the right. Coming to the center again. Down to your wide leg forward bend. Take your hands, bring them to the waistband, deep into the knees as you come up to a standing position. Extend those arms up towards the sky. Inhale, walk those heels in a little bit. Exhale, come down to your goddess pose. Let's flip the right palm upward, right forearm rests above right knee, left arm up and over. Move through the center, left forearm above left knee, right arm up and over. Hands meet at the top as you straighten those knees out. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, towards the back. Right toes facing the back, bending into the right knee. Inhale, let the hands be back at the center. Exhale, warrior two towards the front. Left toes face the front, arms jump out wide, bend into the left knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop back down to your wide leg forward bend. Walk those hands towards the front of your mat, come into a lunge position. Let's step that left foot back. And we'll move throughout Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, lower down for Chaturanga. Inhale, up for Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, make your way back to Down Dog. Take some breaths. From here, let's take the feet, start to walk them up behind the wrist again. Coming to a forward fold. We'll just fold down over those thighs a little bit from having a slight bend in our knees here. Now from here, I want you to bend your knees, bring your thighs parallel with the ground. Shift your weight into your heels, and then I want you to sweep those arms up for chair pose. Pulling that belly button back towards the spine. Again, letting the weight be in the heels. Feel free to do some pulses here, just to work the back of those legs. Straighten those legs out. Inhale. Exhale, come back down to your forward fold. Let those hands rest on the ground, the fingertips rest on the ground. I want you to step back with your left foot, coming to a lunge position. Now from here, I would like for you to stay up on your back toe. If you need to rotate that back heel down flat, that's fine. And just sweep your arms up here, coming to a high lunge. It's a little more difficult coming from a low position to a high position. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down the ear side of the foot. Step that right foot back, come to plank. You can always skip this part if you need to. Move through Vinyasa, lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, make your way back to Down Dog. Take a few breaths. Remember, you can always rest down in Child's Pose if you need a break. Let's take these feet, start to walk them up behind the hands. Coming back to our forward fold. Let's bend those knees again, bring those thighs parallel with the ground. Shift your weight into your heels. Sweep these arms up towards the sky for your chair pose. If you want to challenge yourself, look up in between the hands. And feel free to pulse here if you like. Good. Straighten those legs out. Inhale. Exhale, fall back down to your forward fold. This time we'll step back with the right foot, come into a lunge position. If you can stay up on the back toe, that's great. If you need to rotate your back heel down for some more support, I'm cool with that too. Sweep your arms up for a high lunge. Really gonna feel this in your front quad coming from it this way. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot. Step that left foot back, come to plank. If you want to skip your vinyasa, you can. Otherwise, we'll lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, make your way back to down dog or your puppy pose. If you need a rest, feel free to take the opportunity here to come down to your child's pose. When you're ready, come back up to your down dog or your puppy pose if you're resting. We'll walk that left foot in a half step. Extend that right leg up and back. And you can hold it here. If you want to challenge, we'll scorpion our dog, bending at the knee, looking up under our right armpit. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring that foot up in between your hands. However you get it there works just fine. Rotate that back heel down flat. And we'll come up to warrior two. Check that arm alignment. Then bring your gaze up over the first two fingers. Take an inhale in your warrior two. Exhale, lower this back hand down. Right arm scoops up and back for reverse warrior. Really reach through that right arm. Inhale. Exhale, drop those arms back out wide. Come back to warrior two. Take the hands, bring them to heart center. Let's step to the top of our mat. Now, we're going to stay nice and rooted on that right foot. And we're going to come to extended hand to foot pose. So, let's take the hands, bring them to the waistband. Again, nice and rooted down through that right foot. Left knee will come up to a 90-degree angle. I'll give you a couple options. You can stay here. You can kick that foot out in front, as far in front as you can, or you can take the hand, the left hand, you can grab the big toe or grab the outside of the foot and extend that leg out as much as possible. Feel free to keep your knee bent here. If you can bring it a little straighter, that's fine too, but a bent knee is okay. Now let's release that left foot. Let's step through with that left foot coming to a high lunge again. Bending into that right knee. Staying up on that back left toe if you can. Extend those arms up. Really reaching through those arms, but keeping those shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down on either side of the foot. Step that right foot back and come to plank. You can move through your vinyasa or you can skip it. Chaturanga, cobra up dog. Make your way back to down dog. From here, let's walk our right foot in a half step. Extend that left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot up into the hands. Taking a little breath here. Oh, I forgot to scorpion our dog. You can stay here if you want. If you want to scorpion your dog, bend at the knee, look up under the armpit real quick. Because I forgot that part. Okay, now go ahead and bring that foot up in between the hands. Rotate that back heel down. Back all the way up to warrior two. Front knee is bent. Check the alignment of those arms. Inhale. Exhale, lower this back hand down, left arm scoops up and back for a rest warrior. Take an inhale. Let's hold it one more second. Exhale, bring those arms back out wide. Come back to warrior two. Take the hands, bring the heart center as we step up to the top of our mat. This time let's root down through that left foot. Option one, bringing our knee up to a 90-degree angle. Option two, kick that foot out. Option three, grab the outside of the foot or the big toe. Bring that leg up even more. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the foot. Step through, come into high lunge. And inhale here. Exhale, bring those hands down the inside of the foot. Step that left foot back from the plank. Skip this part if you like, or we'll move the Vinyasa. Taking some breaths here. Couple more breaths. And take an inhale. Exhale, drop down to those knees. Shift those hips back towards the heels. Extend the arms out our front, come into child's pose. Just coming down to a resting pose here. Start to slow your breathing down again. Let's float our body back up to a table position, and we'll stretch our shoulders out. Take an inhale, extend the right arm out to the side. Exhale, flip the palm upward as you bring it behind the left arm. Right ear and right shoulder will come down towards the ground. And feel free to take this left arm and bend it behind your back. Take a couple more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring this left hand back down. Coming back up to table. We'll move into that on the other side. Left arm extends out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes behind right arm. Left ear, left shoulder come down to the ground. Right arm bends behind your back. A couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, lower that right hand back down to the ground. Coming back up to a table position. Let's make our way into an up dog pose. We're going to shift our hips forward. Arms are straight. Roll those shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale, I want you to fall down towards the belly. And then inhale back up to an up dog. I want you to move in and out of these two positions. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Let's end in an up dog, and then come back to child's pose just to counteract the back bending we just did. And from here, let's float our body back up to table pose. And we'll bring our legs out in front of us. Making sure we're on those sits bones here. Nice, tall, straight back. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, bend at the hip joints, coming down over the legs. Hands may stop at your shins, your ankles, or your feet. It doesn't matter. As long as you feel something. And if ever you feel like there's too much pressure on your back, too much pressure on your hamstrings, you're going to always bring a slight bend into those knees. Take one more breath. Let's roll our body back up to a seated position. Let's bend those knees and bring the bottom of the feet together. Taking an inhale here. Back is nice and tall. Exhale, leading with the chest. We'll start to fall down over these legs towards our feet. Coming to a bound angle pose. Try to let your hips release as you come down into your bound ankle pose. As you hold it a little longer, your hips might get a little bit looser. Couple more breaths here. And let's roll back up to a seated position. Take those legs, extend them out in front, and we will come to staff pose, which looks like this. Left hand, left palm, now just comes on the outside of the right knee. Right arm is going to extend back behind you as you bring your gaze towards this extended arm. If extending your arm out is painful on your shoulder or anything, feel free to rest your hand down. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Bring your right palm on the outside of your left knee. Left arm extends back. Gaze towards the left hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. We'll come down on our back with our knees hugged into our chest. Just rocking side to side to begin, giving that lower back a massage. Move those knees in a circle if you like. Let's release the knees, bring the feet flat on the ground. And we'll take left ankle, cross it on top of right knee. Both hands reach behind the right thigh, pull it in towards your chest. Now for some people, just crossing the ankle on top of the knee might be enough, and that's just fine. Only pull your right leg in if that's not too painful. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release the right thigh, uncross the ankle. Take the right ankle, cross it on top of the left knee. You might only be here, or you can reach behind the left thigh, pull it in towards your chest. Couple more breaths on this side. And inhale. Exhale, release the left thigh. Pull those knees into your chest again. Rocking side to side. Release that lower back. Let's take our arms, bring them out wide on either side of our body as those knees come up to a 90-degree angle. And trying to keep those shoulders as close to the ground as possible, we'll just let both knees fall over to the right side. Take a couple more breaths here. Take those knees, bring them back up to a 90-degree angle, and let both legs fall over to the left. Same thing. Try to keep those shoulders as close to the ground as possible. Couple more breaths. And take your knees, hug them back into your chest. And now we're going to get ready for our meditation, also known as our Shavasana. That's a Sanskrit word for our final meditation at the end of class. So just take a moment. If you need to stretch anything else out, go ahead. And then when you're ready, just get in a comfortable position on your mat. You can lay down or you can sit up. And when you're there, let's come back to those long, slow breaths. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Second deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And come back to your natural breathing. And I want you to imagine that with each exhale, your body is melting deeper into the floor. Any tension you're holding releases every time you exhale. Take a moment to do a full body scan from the top of your head down to your toes, finding any tense areas and just releasing them. With each inhale, feel your chest rise. And with each exhale, release your body. Release its tension. Melt deeper and deeper into the floor. And as you allow your body to relax, some thoughts may come up. Some outside thoughts that aren't related to right now. And that's okay. When these thoughts do come up, just check in with them, notice them, and then send them on their way and come back to your breath. Back to your relaxation. Right now, during this difficult time, you might find that you're feeling out of control of your emotions, that you're feeling anxious, that you're feeling not in your best mental space. And right now, we're just going to come back to a calm place, to a happy place. When I say these mantras to you, I want you to repeat them to yourself. You can say them out loud or you can say them quietly. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. You can keep repeating these mantras out loud or in your head, allowing each word to resonate, finding meaning and truthfulness in each phrase. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. Each time you breathe in those words. Breathe in the belief of those words. And each time you breathe out any doubt of those words, any anxieties surrounding them, any negativity. Take this time to let it go. Remember that you cannot control what happens in the outside world, but you can control your response. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. Then on your next inhale, start to wiggle your fingers and toes as you come back into the room and back into your body. You may even start shifting your body from one side to the other. Just slowly and gently waking your body up. And when you're ready, if you're laying down, you can roll over onto your favorite side. And we'll take a moment here to reflect on our practice, to revisit those affirmations or the affirmations you said at the beginning of class. And also just take a moment to be proud of yourself. Tell yourself thank you for practicing self-care, self-love today. And when you're ready, roll up to a comfortable seated position, taking your hands and cupping them in your lap to activate more of that self-care and self-love. And together, my friends, we'll gather up all this beautiful energy you created in the room, inhaling the arms up above us in prayer. Exhale, folding them down to heart center. And thank you all for being here with me today. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy, and your space with me. Namaste. Okay, everyone, that's all for our practice today. Thank you for joining me. I plan to be back next week. If you'd like to make a donation, you can make a donation via Cash App. Donations are optional, and anything that you donate is very much appreciated. So I hope to see you back next week. Namaste.